The fuck, here we go! God damn it!
Hello folks, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Blade. Logging isn't as simple as it may sound to you. It needs skills, techniques, and courage too. Today, we'll witness how difficult and life-threatening logging can be. From chop to flop, we'll witness some exceptional talent. Without further ado, let's dive in. Starting off with an outstanding 180-degree turn by the Mercedes, showcasing drivers' extraordinary driving skills. Just hear the way it roars. With a Euro 6 engine, the driver is perfectly working his day on the narrow road that is on the edge of the mountain. The best thing about this truck is, it has an inline 6-cylinder engine with a wastegate turbocharger generating 175 to 460 kilowatts per hour, making it suitable for hauling heavy loads. At this point, you might be chewing off your nails, and I don't disagree, it looks dreadful. No wonder the driver knows what he's doing. That was just timberific. Starting off with Mac Granite on a mission to log lift. The road is too narrow and muddy, but the driver doesn't hesitate. With its design suitable for a power range of 300 to 500 horsepower, Mac Granite is suitable for heavy loads and harsh jobs. Speaking of expertise, this Dyna logging truck has shown some great skills on the road. It was going along a narrow path at the edge of a mountain when it got a sharp turn. With the power of a 175 horsepower Navistar DTA engine, the driver showed some exceptional skills. That's how you roll. Cool stuff, isn't it? That was some exceptional skill. Well, the next one? Not really. This truck driver looks like he's in control of the situation. Apparently that's not the case. When the truck was about to cut on a sharp turn, something rather unexpected happened. That was rather disturbing, wasn't it? Sometimes it's not your day. Speaking of luck, when you're driving on a road like this one, you definitely need luck to be on your side. You might think this Western Stat is stuck here, but that's not the whole story. The important thing is that Western Stats have Detroit DD13 and Detroit DD15 engines, which are designed to increase power, durability, and productivity and efficiency. As you can witness, with a bit of help from the bulldozer and driving skills, the truck is en route to mission logging. Speaking of Western Stars, here's another one. This one is on an uphill task. Did you see how it drove perfectly? It's crazy how it went well over a steep road without losing its balance. Next up is another excellent driver showing some exceptional skills on the muddy pathway. Started in 1961, the Kenworth W900 is a heavy-duty truck. With liftable pusher and tag axles and a wheel cut of 38 degrees, this Kenworth is going smoothly. That's one gear-blessed moment. Well, the next one wasn't so blessed. This unfortunate truck is stuck on the road, clueless. The logs are edging toward the one side, which causes problems for the driver to control the weight. But unfortunately, the driver couldn't fight for long. Luckily, the driver remained safe. Unlike that, also featured in Transformers, this Peterbilt 379 feels like gliding along the road. Available with engines, Detroit Diesel, Cummins, and Caterpillar, it seems like the truck isn't holding anything at all. Sometimes the driver shows their intelligent skills, just like this one. How beautifully the driver has driven his Peterbilt 359 over this uneven pathway. Designed for heavy loads, surely this truck is crazy. Brilliant. Another Peterbilt is here. This 362 with a Caterpillar 400 horsepower engine is suitable for lifting heavy weights. With a little help from the bulldozer and his driving capabilities, this Peterbilt is moving through the sticky mud with perfection. Ingenious. Here's another one with an exceptionally trained driver. Driving through such narrow and dangerous roads is indeed amazing. Did you notice those stones slipping away from the truck? That was some gear-grinding moment. Speaking of terrors, this one might give you a heart attack. I simply can't believe my eyes. Such a torture for the eyes, isn't it? You must be thinking, this one might make it. Well, not really. This was just melancholy. Well, this one is rather more intelligent. Did you see how brilliantly the driver had used the speed to cover more ground? It does lose momentum, but the job was already well done. Here's another Peterbilt in the same situation. The only difference is it can't use the speed, as it's also moving along a curved path. Well, still, it was a pretty good job. This heavy International Transstar is struggling its way on a steep road. So far, it's doing a good job. Well, the way the driver is taking things, he seemed quite professional. And with 370 to 450 horsepower and 1350 to 1700 torque power, everything went perfectly well. Not a similar one, but here's yet another difficult task, brilliantly succeeded. This driver successfully drove his truck across a muddy path and water. Well done! Have you ever seen a truck wheeling? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, not really. This logging truck is actually wheeling, and that too while carrying the load. Although it might make you uncomfortable, but you can't deny, that's some talent there, right? Bye-bye Torque Master. What's the craziest stunt you've ever seen? Drop it in the comments below. Next up is this Valtra logging, but unfortunately something went seriously wrong. With its 180 horsepower net power, it seems terrifying, right? Well, luckily the vehicle was stopped at just the right time. Next up is this overloaded Kenworth trying to drive over a steep hill. Well, you can see how difficult it is for the driver to keep the vehicle moving. Luckily, after a few attempts, they made the truck keep going. If you think that was a hassle, wait for the next one. This Fiat Agri 4-wheel drive is simply mind-blowing. With a 17:1 stroke ratio, this vehicle gets more power to further send it to the distribution box. Did you see how the truck is on its rear wheels? Here's the famous International Paystar. Did you hear the sound? Like a roaring mechanical beast. Just look at the load it's carrying. It feels like it'll never end. Truly amazing. Here's another one. This heavy GN tractor is trying to drive down the muddy and steep pathway. As you can see, the tractor is fully loaded and the vehicle is vibrating as it goes down. Quite mech-valiant. Here's another one. This International Paystar 5000 is going on a narrow road that, too, on a very crazy height. There isn't much clearance between the road and the cliff, yet the driver, with a Cummins L10 turbocharged engine, is doing a fine job. Can you imagine? The power steering of this truck is helping him quite a bit to successfully move the tires. A job well done. This ZIL 131 is commuting down a muddy ground. The mud sometimes jammed the wheels, but this driver did a very good job. Using the V8 gasoline engine, torque power of 402 Newton meters, the driver is slowly doing it, making sure the vehicle doesn't fall off. And he succeeds eventually. However, this driver couldn't. Did you see how the tanker truck smashed against the car? That was indeed a life-threatening situation. The car driver got lucky. Unfortunately, the truck driver wasn't, as the truck fell down from the bridge. I wonder what happened to the driver. Tragic indeed. This Hayes HDX is fully logged and very carefully moving down a steep and uneven path. The driving skills are extraordinary. With a natural 12-volt 71 Detroit engine, the driver has controlled the vehicle impressively without any damage. Amazing. Next up is this driver, driving a Volvo FH16 on a steep snowy surface. Keeping in mind that the truck is fully loaded and he needs to be careful. Offering 780 horsepower and 3,800 Newton meters of torque, the truck was the finest of all. Surely it also happened because of driving skills. The next one is rather an unfortunate event. This logging truck is going down on a highway at full speed, keeping in mind that it's very difficult to operate a loaded truck at a high speed. And that's when the tragedy struck. It brushed against another logger and the unfortunate happened. Now this one is rather a smart driver. This Mitsubishi FN with durable chassis and heavy-duty suspension allows the driver to carry heavy loads on rough terrain. No going on a full throttle. Instead, using the torque power of 637 Newton meters to 784 Newton meters to control the balance. The result is excellent. This Peterbilt is fully loaded with sugarcane. Although it looks like the driver is struggling, he smoothly took the truck out of trouble. Geartastic. This custom timber truck is overloaded and proceeding on a heavy, bad surface. It was going smoothly until it looks like he can't control the vehicle anymore. After a couple of attempts, he was finally successful. Vroom. This Mercedes logging truck with 6-cylinder inline diesel engines with turbocharger and intercooler is fully loaded and struggling to be driven on this uneven pathway. But the driving skills are exceptional. The way he's using the engine power to drag at low speed is remarkable. Ingenious. This Volvo 6x6 having engine power from 200 to 300 horsepower is passing through a very thin path. As another logging truck is there on the road, this logger has a very minimum space. Yet it is impressive how he's done it. engine-telligent. Next up is this one on its way to logging business. However, things didn't go as they had expected. Can you believe it? This is already giving me a headache. Because what happened next was gruesome. The wheels got stuck with the log on the bridge and the truck went down. Hopefully the driver was doing okay. Here's another crazy one. You might find it quite hilarious. I surely do, but you might be wondering why on earth these trucks are dancing. Watch again, you'll be shocked. Well, apparently the truck in the front is towing the latter one, and the next one, and so on. While we might think it's a good idea, but, well, they're killing it. This driver was making a video of the logging truck going ahead of him. Little did he know what he was about to witness. Another truck coming from the other direction, without even checking, and crashed against this logger. This was just heartbreaking, how one mistake can lead to such damage. Finally, the last one is Tatra. Trust me, it will blow your mind. You must be wondering that this 6x6 Tata is gone, but what you'll witness next will blow your mind. This is because of its exceptional off-road capability due to its unique design featuring a central backbone chassis, independent swinging half axles, rigid portal axles, and air suspension. Cool, right? This one shook me. It was indeed a torqueful reminder that logging business is no joke. Sometimes these people end up in the worst conditions. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, accelerate the subscribe button for more videos, hit the bell button, and don't hit the brake to navigate to our latest videos. Until then, adios.